sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
I just choked down chocolate chip cookies and Grandpa's femur. Femur.
We make money now?
No, we had to pay
So
them.
this episode, it's just too slippery. I'm slicing everything.
Every time I swing my 5-iron, it goes up that guy's ass.
Welcome to the Sad Dads Club podcast. Here's your host, Jim and Foo.
And if it doesn't work, I'll just start throwing steel bearings at your face and see what breaks.
That's going to be my face. I guarantee.
It won't be the bearing?
No, I guarantee it'll be my face. My face will be the breaking point.
Yeah. So the quickie story
Mm-hmm.
while we're recording. Hey. Hi, how you doing?
Hi there.
Welcome to Sad Dads Club podcast.
We're the Sad Dads Club podcast.
I'm the Lord Foo.
I'm Jim.
It's episode 73.
Is that where we're at?
It is.
Okay. Did you do your homework?
I did. And that is why I'm starting with this story involving this 300 milligram caffeine rock star.
Okay, I would like to hear that story.
So we're doing homework,
Yeah.
physics homework. And here's where my pissed offness came from. So
Wait, so this is today.
this is today.
All right.
The homework is a digital online classroom. Prior assignments, maybe 2-3 weeks back.
Now, hold up. A digital online classroom.
So you're doing your homework not in a piece of paper that you turn in and it's graded. You're doing your homework in a Chrome browser tab
Okay.
that's turned in digitally. There's no materials. So she's doing these questions.
Okay.
We're working on...
I think I already knew this, but I just wanted for you to give background to your story.
So there's no paper. You could do your work on paper on the outside, but the questions and answers are all done in a Chrome tab.
Paper's bad for the environment.
I need paper. And that's sort of where
And
we
it's
go silent.
dangerous. Because, I mean, you ever been paper cut before?
Lemon.
Where do you think my butt crack came from?
A
A really bad
cardboard?
paper cut. Yeah, a TV box.
It was all one sphere at one point,
Uh-huh.
but now it's not.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So we're working on this assignment.
Okay.
In prior assignments, maybe 2-3 weeks back, it was you hit a submit when you get done with the questions. If you get something wrong, it gives you a score. If you get something wrong, it would give you the answer.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that we were working through problems and equations and whatnot is that we would go, okay, so this is what we should have gotten. Where did we go wrong in our maths
Okay.
or formulas? And we work towards trying to get the correct answer.
Okay, we fucked up.
Right.
There's the answer.
Right.
Let's figure this out.
Now we will work to get the answer. Now what he being the physics teacher has done is he said you can submit the entire assignment as many times as you want to get 100% if you care, because I don't think it's graded. It's just you're getting whatever you get. But you can you can re-answer and then hit submit as many times as you want.
Uh-huh.
But the answers aren't shown to you. So you have no way of knowing, are you off by a rounding error? Are you completely off?
Mm-hmm.
Or...
So the answers aren't shown. It just tells you it's wrong.
Right. And that's it. And they don't go over the homework assignments in class now, or ever, apparently, is what she tells
Well, what's
me.
the point?
Exactly. So we went through the homework.
Uh-huh.
We were pretty confident on what we had worked through, the answers that we got. She got 86 out of 100 as far as the assignment went. And she got 2 problems wrong, both of which we were pretty sure that they were solid. One, there could have been a rounding problem.
Are they multiple choice or are you...
No, they were like...
Feed the answer.
Feed the answer in.
Okay.
One, we reworked it, and we had no understanding as to why we got it wrong. The second one, there were a myriad of ways that either our equation was wrong, we rounded somewhere on a number that we had to put into the gravitational formula, or we didn't round our answer the correct way, or we didn't put in... I mean, it could have been anything.
Okay.
Could have been anything. But because you can't see the you can't see the answer,
Uh-huh.
there's no way to know where the student has fucked up.
Yeah.
And because they're not going to go over it in class,
You won't know.
there's no way for the student to, how far off am I off in the concept of understanding this?
Yeah.
All
I know is I got it wrong and I have no recourse.
And
why.
then on top of that, she got a reasonably decent score. So she's like, it's late, I'm done. So there's no incentive for the student to continue trying to crank through and get 100% because she's fine. She she understands the concepts. I've helped her bridge the gap between whatever the teacher is teaching and then me going over the homework. And she missed the one problem, and now it's like, well, I'm done. I'm okay with the ones I missed. Fuck it. Moving on.
Resubmission, is that doing it all over again or just the ones you got wrong?
You do the whole, so you could copy what you got correct,
okay,
and then you're
fill
bang,
those
bang,
in,
bang,
and then work on the ones
you work on the
okay.
right. But for what purpose?
Yeah,
it's like, well, I'm okay. Yeah,
just
to be pedantic about getting 100%.
Just to put a different number in there.
Yeah,
or answer.
And the one that the really complex word problem that was the last one, because there's nothing for the student to go off of as to how far off they were.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I'm not going to have her sit here for an hour, like just trying to shotgun. Was it this decimal? Was it this decimal? Is this rounding? That rounding? I'm like, okay, I can't force you to sit here when there's nothing for me, even as a parent, to say, I'm confident in the formula that we worked through. This is it. The answer is wrong. I don't know how far off we are, and it's not going to tell us so that I can go over a lesson and say, here's what he was looking for. We should have rounded here and here.
Mm-hmm.
Up till about 2 or 3 weeks ago, that was the lesson. It's like, let's crank through it. Let's just blow through the answer, get it wrong, get the right answer, and then I'll help you find out how he got the right answer.
Right.
Now it's like, I got 90%. She's done. Game over. There's no incentive for the student to keep chugging.
So the homework, the method of homework submission has changed. It used
yes.
to, okay.
Right. So you and I, we would do homework, and it would either be turned in, or we would go over the homework in class.
Yeah.
If you didn't grasp the concept, not all the time was a teacher going to spend that entire lesson plan on going over homework, but there would be a brief, like, here's a homework.
Well, here's the whole point of the homework, is to reinforce what you learn in class. And if you don't have a grasp of what you learned in class and you're taking something home and then have no recourse on figuring out why you had it wrong.
Right.
Which would be one of the benefits of doing it in a digital format in the first place, because a lot of times if you have a book and you're taking, you're doing odds or evens or whatever it is on what X page, you have the answers in the back of the book. Right. So you can reference, I got this wrong or I got this right.
Yeah.
I need to relook at that. How did I get it wrong?
Yeah.
But the point of being able to do it digitally is to be able to find out.
Right. It would be nice if the classroom had like some sort of way, like there's no corroboration with like her classmates either. I mean, even if the teacher was like, some sort of like, this is, you work on it with your, find a friend, find a teammate in the class and go over it that way.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that inside the room. We're working on lessons plans. So, but there's no attachment. It's like, do this on your own. We're blitzing through a concept in class and figure it out. Like with no review of the, like I
get it.
I don't necessarily have a problem with, like, because there's that the concept and the touchy, however they're ripping through the material. I don't necessarily have any problem with that. I do have a problem with the delivery. Like it's like I kind of feel like we learned at the same place when I was in like same speed.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no review. Like, there's no, it's all like, get it done at home. Like, they've outsourced all these things, and the teacher's just regurgitating a lesson with no,
that's just
like, overhead.
bad teaching.
I
think
feel
it's-
like that it's that way.
Yeah.
In this case. So I was pissed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't believe that this is happening, and this is only just this class. So it's not,
Yeah.
every teacher and every lesson plan that she's taking over there. It is, like, to me, physics, calculus, analytical geometry, like all these things where there are numbers and formulas and it's like, if you're not going to do a review and a concept overview, what are you just give them the book. Pull the teacher out of the thing altogether.
Yeah.
Because at this point, that's all he's doing. He's like,
Give
he's
him a
just pushing
book and a workbook.
buttons. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, this is your assignment.
Later.
You can
See
find it
tomorrow.
in a Chrome tab. Moving on.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. Good luck. Oh, and like proctoring.
Don't call me. I'll call you.
Yeah, proctoring a experiment thing in class. It's like, well, fucking, you can get a TA to do that. What are you getting paid for?
I feel like, at least in my experience in high school, I didn't take physics, but it always seemed like the teachers that taught stuff like physics or chemistry or whatever were really engaged with the class.
Yes.
And it seems like in some cases in today,
It's not.
it's not like
It's
that
very,
for some reason.
very peculiar to
Yeah.
me. And this is the first instance. So she's sophomore. This is the first instance where I have felt there is a detachment between the administrator and the students. Like,
Yeah.
as far as how the lessons are being taught.
Mm-hmm.
Physics is physics. You don't really put your own twist on it. It's
But at
not
the
like-
same time, you're teaching high school kids.
Right.
So it's like
So
there's got to be some minimal amount of understanding before you take stuff
I
home.
expect that there's, and some independence imparted on the student to like, hey, I'll give you, before we were spoon feeding you a lesson plan, 90% was us and 10% was you, and the creativity and the independence of the young student is there, but we're really spoon feeding you. I get that in high school, that needs to start waning as you get, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. You're really like, hey, here's this.
Yeah, but they're
go
almost
on.
treating that class like it's a UC or something. I mean,
I
you're
would
not in
agree,
a
yeah.
UC.
It's
you
very
know,
weird.
and you're not providing me any other
Right.
resources.
And it's different from like history or like an English or like a literature class
Yeah.
where it's like, I think your independence as a student can probably be a lot more broadened in that case. But in physics and like a math type of class, it's like, if you're not engaged as an administrator, there are going to be problems.
Yeah.
I gather that there are problems. So I was pissed. And before I set up the table, as I was backing out the car, that's where this goes. I was backing out
This
the
is
car.
a long way around to get
This is
into
a
this drink.
huge way around a short story for my fucking rock star. I got in the car and I started backing it out, and I went, no, I need to
calm me down.
I need a set of shifting in
Yeah.
order to get this. So I
Why
got.
didn't you make a mule?
I didn't have any ginger.
Oh.
It would have required me to buy more ingredients. So I
Whatever you had on hand.
plugged in, turned up the stereo, and I rolled down the windows, and I hot shifted all the way over to fucking Rayleigh's, ran in, got rock stars,
You went to Rayleigh's.
hot shifted on the way out,
That's
way
funny.
back, and then I felt better.
So
And
you're
then
feeling good.
I feel better.
Better.
I was in my temple. I was,
Oh yeah, a little time in the car temple.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well, that's good.
that was my 15-minute story about my rock star and homework, which is still a struggle.
So the Rockstar was your prize.
Well, the car was my
Your
prize,
reward.
but I needed an excuse to go somewhere and not just hot lap my neighborhood and probably get yelled at by someone. Why is your car doing the... You're going too fast in the neighborhood. Well, fuck you. I'm going to get a rock star.
I'm going to the corner.
Yeah, I'm going all the way. That's like half a mile.
Yeah, that's not that far. I'm there. Yeah. It would take you longer to park.
It probably does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in that parking lot.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
We went to my wife and I. We had a semi-sorted date night.
Yeah.
And we went to this restaurant called Fats. Here
Okay.
in town. It's a Asian
Okay.
cuisine.
They have. So you know what I realized? I think I
Mm-hmm.
get that mixed up with the P.F. Chang's. Different menus.
Oh, totally.
Okay.
Yeah. Not the same thing.
Okay.
But we were waiting for a table. It was, one of these things where it was like, well, it's only two of us. We'll be able to get in, and we end up waiting for a table for like 40 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like, whatever. We don't have anything to do.
But it's date night.
It's a date night. We're just going to chill and make jokes.
Okay.
So we're sitting right in front of the check-in table. And there's like 3 or 4 people working there, which is just funny to me. It's not that busy. And we go check in, and it's like, well, do you have a reservation? Kind of thing. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be like 40 minutes. Yeah, okay. Is that all right? Yeah, it's fine. Put us down. So put us down, and we're sitting there. And they had a guy working. There's like 3 chicks and a dude. And every time the guy would call, he'd be like, Foo, party of 3. Foo, party of 3. And Shan and I were fucking dying laughing because it was hilarious the way he did it. And it was like the most annoying way that you could ever imagine calling somebody for their table. It was it just cracked us up. Foo, party of 3. You know what I mean?
Like inquisitive, but yet announcing.
And just annoying. It's just like fucking weird.
He was unsure.
Every time we'd like look at each other and giggle, and he's standing right in front of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At one point, Shan was trying to like catch him on Snapchat so she could share it. And
Oh.
her flash went off.
Oh no. Busted.
Oh my gosh, it was hilarious.
Did
anyway,
you see it?
Huh?
Did you see that?
Oh, he had to have because he was calling us, which
Oh.
was funny. And she's trying to like sneak grab him on Snapchat, and the fucking flash goes off.
Schroeder.
Oh, dude, it was pretty.
Party of 2.
Yeah, the way he did it was just so funny.
Nah, man, we added 4.
Yeah. Well, we actually did have someone crash our dinner. Yeah, remember the other maybe 2 weeks ago, Shan went to dinner with Marla, and her daughter like passed out in dance class.
Yes,
that was her. She actually lives fairly close to there.
Mm-hmm.
And when she found out, she's like, I'm coming to see you. And we're like, okay. And then sure enough, she showed up and then ordered.
Schroeder, you have a visitor?
She just came right in. But yeah, so anyway. So that's why we sort of semi had a date night. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was hilarious just the way he was doing it, and man, we were just dying laughing.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. But that's my my little story about dinner. Going out. I think that was Friday.
Was it?
Or maybe it was Saturday. I can't remember. They're all blurring together.
We had a over the weekend. Well, this goes back probably 3 weeks ago. I can't remember where Venus was. She might have just been at like a meeting at the high school for something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was Mr. Momming, and it was late. And Venus has just gone through like a bunch of stuff in the living room, like cleaning out old Food Network stuff and our DVDs and whatnot, and donating stuff. And both the kids just looked like they were buried in digital devices or something, and I was in it.
How rare.
And it was intimidating to me.
Yeah.
And I walked in the kitchen for something, and I walked back to the office to finish up some work stuff, and I walked back into the kitchen, and I said, here's the deal. I said, because this was mid-ish January, and I said, next weekend, one of you, I want you to pick a main dish and a side, and your mom and I will grocery shop for it, but you will cook it.
Nice.
And the whole thing was, Venus and I have been kicking this around. Every once in a while we'll start flipping through something and be like, man, like when we were the kids' age, we had full run of the kitchen. Like we were cooking, in the country. I'm cooking. Me, Kelly, and Brett, we know our way around a kitchen. We weren't necessarily always, if we want a sandwich or we wanted lunch, it was you're making the stuff.
Yeah.
You're not waiting for mom and dad to make it.
Yeah.
And the same would go for dinner or breakfast and any of the other meals. Certainly on the weekend, it was like, a lot of times it was barbecue. But if it wasn't, it was like, I'm hungry for dinner. I'm getting into the kitchen. I'm making something. And oftentimes it would be one of us making something for the three of us because dad was at work or mom was away or whatever.
Right.
But there was independence in the kitchen. Our kids don't really have that.
They're reliant on you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But they're both the of the age where it's like, there's some Xander's kitchen safety, but Piper should be fine. So I said, next weekend or some other weekend down the road, I want you to pick a main. I want you to pick a side. You're going to make it on your own-ish.
If you need a little help.
Right, but we'll go get it. But you're going to pick it, you're going to make it, and we're all going to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Piper has been busy the last couple of weekends with like high school stuff. I think that was a dance, and then she had something else. Xander picked his right out of the gate and was ready to make his. So he did his first on Sunday. He made a spaghetti noodle, like a white sauce made with brie cheese.
Oh, nice.
And ham.
Okay.
So and shallots. So it was a white sauce spaghetti.
Yeah.
But the white sauce had brie and ham in it.
Okay. And now, how did he come up with this recipe?
This sort of ties into them cleaning Venus cleaning some of the things. I said
okay.
you can choose. We have tons of cookbooks in the kitchen. We've got tons of cookbooks of Gordon Ramsay stuff and some other like family cookbooks and whatnot. I said, use whatever you want to pick your main, pick your side.
Yeah.
And the Food Network magazines were out there, and I'm like, there's no excuse. Find something. There's no boundaries. I mean, I'm not going to let you pick sushi, and I'm not going to go buy you a cut of fucking like ahi. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
And I said within reason.
Yeah.
So Xander went through at some point and through a Food Network magazine, and he picked out the main, his white sauce spaghetti ish.
All right.
And he, Venus went and got it, and then his side was. It was a snap peas, like sauced in a yogurt.
Okay.
With everything everything bagel seasoning, the stuff that we got from Trader Joe's.
Yeah, yeah.
So he had picked that out, and I'm like, oh well, we have that seasoning. We have, that'll be easy. He made that Sunday. I think Venus helped him and had too much noodles in the sauce, so it was a little light on the sauce, but that was fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
It
it was good though?
It was good.
Yeah.
His snap pea thing though, nailed it. I mean, fuck, we need to have this more often. It was amazing. It was, it was just blanched snap peas, and then rolled in I think it had a little bit of lemon juice, like a freshly squeezed lemon, and like some plain yogurt, and then dusted with like the everything seasoning stuff. Shit. There was nothing left of that by the end of dinner, and everyone, as far as I know, everyone loved it.
Huh.
Like spaghetti was like, we can eat this at any point in time.
Yeah.
But his pick of the side, I'm like, fuck, well done.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna put this on like a family menu for like a holiday or something to share this. It was amazing.
Awesome.
I was really proud, and he enjoyed it. He was actually really excited to I'm ready to go. Like, can I cook tonight? Fine, fuck off. Go ahead.
Maybe you're making a little chef out of that guy. You know what I mean?
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You try and find like a passion. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. So I think Piper is going this weekend. She's doing, I don't know what her side is. but I think she's doing a casserole thing that Venus. It's like Venus has made it, but she really likes it, and there was no rules against making something that the family has already had.
Right.
It was just that you have to
Make it.
you're in charge of it.
Yeah.
So I think she's running with that, and I don't know what her side is. I did kind of like, are you going to put a twist on it? Are you going to put, different cracker, different? Are you going to put bacon in it?
Right.
You could put bacon in it.
Please put bacon in it.
Hot sauce. You want some hot sauce? And she kind of like poo-pooed that. I'm like, fine. Well, just saying. You
Yeah.
could put a twist on
You
it.
can play with it.
You can,
It doesn't have to be exact.
Turn the knobs a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think she's doing that Sunday.
We were really happy to find out that Melanie's like the cook of her apartment.
Oh, really?
So out of the 4 girls, she's like the one that she'll like chop up the garlic and she'll season crap, and like a couple of the girls don't really cook at all. It's like it's kind of crazy, but she's the one that's like tossing together these meals.
Nice.
It's
So
really cool.
Did she cook at home?
Yeah, here and there.
Yeah.
But man, I just like she just sort of like kind of picked it up and like took it down with her to school, and man, she makes all kind. She takes pictures of it and sends it, and that
Nice.
looks good.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Nice.
So that's kind of fun to watch her do that.
I'm thinking probably I'll do something for Valentine's Day, like make some nice steaks or something. But
I would do that, but my wife doesn't eat steak,
Wow.
and she doesn't eat tofu either.
Really?
Yeah,
I like tofu.
I think soy is like she doesn't agree with it or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's been staying away from it.
Soy?
Yeah, like, do you want some soy crumbles for your blah blah, or your burrito, or your this, or your that, or tacos? No, she's always like, no. So I think so. It's something about the soy, I think, doesn't
Sit well.
Yeah.
But
I would do some fillets on Friday for sure.
Yeah, some mushrooms. With
I don't
like
know
a
what
cream sauce.
we don't have any plans. No plans, but
No.
yeah.
Anyway,
So. Yeah, I what did you do? Did you do anything else
I did
good
tons
this
of
weekend?
shitload of yard work.
Yeah.
I have concerns about the lack of rain, but that didn't stop me. I'm like, I want to get stuff done.
Yeah. I know. I need to like fertilize and stuff.
You were talking, so that is funny. So you were talking about. So you've been keeping up on your walking.
Mm-hmm.
So right.
Yes.
So if you're listening and you're staying tuned about the walking, we're good.
We're
on pace.
I'm exhausted today because I killed it yesterday. And
So when we had the cold snap ish, the cold weather.
Was that last week?
It was last week.
Yeah.
I had been complaining to Venus. I'm like, it's like the cold. You kind of like your joints kind of do the thing. It's like I feel achy, but it's not really
That
sore.
cold goes through your clothes, and
Right.
you just
Like,
yeah.
I feel. I don't know.
Of course, our cold here is not really that
Right.
cold. But
Yes. It had occurred to me that I had been the week before the weekend before we had recorded the podcast last week. I had also been outside, like doing yard work, and then Saturday I was doing more yard work, and it's a lot of hoeing and raking. By the way, the hula hoe. Do you have one of those?
What's a hula hoe?
I don't have it in here.
That
It's like
sounds like something you would
So
find
it's
at
like
spring break.
a rectangular thing on the end.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
So
they
it's
sort of
like
like
a scythe.
Yeah, they sort of
Bent-
scrape out
Yes.
the
Oh my
the
God, that's
weeds and
such
shit.
amazing. That's like my all-star tool in
Yeah.
the yard.
Okay.
I love it's especially with like the decomposed granite shit soil that we have here. Like when it gets hard, it just scrapes like scalps the. Anyway.
Yeah, I
Really
mean,
good.
don't the weeds come back though? Because you're just kind of clipping them off.
No, because if you get it properly and you're digging underneath,
enough.
you're clipping roots and whatnot, and as long as you're handling the weeds, your foliage. Anyway,
All right,
I was doing a lot of that.
I'll trust you on that one.
all weekend.
Okay.
And I get done, and I realized the joint thing that I was probably blaming the cold weather on was the fact that I was doing more shoulder and back work in the yard. I went, oh, yeah. Because, I'm doing tons of running.
Mm-hmm.
My legs are fine. My legs are tons of shape.
Those are muscles that you're not.
New muscles.
Yeah.
New muscles. And it reminded me, that we had just been talking about how your adjustment to walking distances and on inclines is, you're like, fuck. It's the same way. The extra yard work.
Yeah, where I do my walking is around my office, and it's very hilly. Very hilly.
Very.
In fact, depending on which way I go, from one corner back to my office is a half mile uphill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not steep, but it's uphill, and you start feeling it hardcore, especially after quarter mile at least. I mean, you're feeling it. So I would rather go the other direction, go down that hill, and then do the uphill, like on the way back. That's like, spread out more than just do it all at once, because that's just harsh right at the end of the walk, especially after you've already been going for a mile plus.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, man, I don't know.
You're booking.
I went for a walk yesterday, and I beat my my time, not my time, but my pace time.
Yes.
By a minute or more?
I
mean, it was
a minute.
It was pretty crazy, and I was hoofing it, and I felt pretty good. And then, man, last night I was feeling it. I got up this morning, I was feeling my legs were really sore.
Yeah.
And then right before I went on my walk today, I was like, "Oh, this is not. I'm sore."
Yeah. Yeah.
And so my pace was much, and it will probably be like that tomorrow too, because I'm still feeling it.
Breaking through. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see how. I mean, I just slayed it yesterday and beat my time big time, and then today was like not. That.
Well, you have to.
I think you have to do that.
You do,
you
especially
push yourself.
You gotta from
off.
an anatomical perspective. In order to get growth, you're going to have to bust.
Yeah.
Right, and there's no way to avoid it. You're either going to be walking so casually that you're just doing cardio and not getting anything probably anywhere else as far as progressive gains.
Yeah.
But in order to get more thermal work is to challenge your muscles.
Yeah.
So if you're not feeling pain and tearing muscle fibers in your calves, then you're not activating as many things as you could to help burn calories.
Well, the way I look
everywhere.
The way I look at it is like, if I'm sore today, that was good.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
that's a good way to look at it.
I mean, I'm all right with like taking a little step back. Okay, I killed it. I'm sore today.
Yeah.
And take a step back, and we'll do, I still had a decent pace, but it wasn't anything close to what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
And
you just got to knock through it, and fluids.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about when Venus was in here. I mean, and the same, I experienced the same exact thing last year this time.
Yeah.
And, we had just done the hot chocolate run.
Yeah.
So things, there was a week of like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
But we were only really jogging that. And then it was, the whole pissing contest. You're a pussy. You won't do the marathon. I'll do the marathon.
I will.
And then it was like, all right, so what do I got to start doing? I pulled up a half marathon training program, and, it's got you running 3 miles. Like, oh, okay, well, I can, ow.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt. There was, you're going to struggle as you push it.
Well, over the weekend, my wife and I did a 2.5 mile walk around the neighborhood on Saturday night, like right around kind of dinner time-ish. I think it was around 6. And I was tired after that. Like, I mean, it was that felt like a long haul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I think even Shanna's, she was complaining that her feet were hurting, like she didn't put the right shoes on.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, and so the last hunk of getting back home after was kind of like, I was doing this to her. All you got to do is make it to the truck.
Yeah.
Make it to the truck.
Yeah.
Okay, you made it to the truck. Now you just have to get to that next driveway. I kept doing, okay, and she was like, oh, you could tell she was in pain.
Yeah.
But
does she have good shoes? Does she have better shoes than what
she has
took
shoes
off with?
specifically for walking.
Yeah.
And, she just, I don't know. I don't know if she didn't think that I was like, when I said, hey, let's go for a walk, and she said, okay.
To the mailboxes?
I don't know if she knew what I had intended, because it was like we started walking and I was like left or right kind of thing. All right, you're not going to answer me. We're going left, and then I was on.
Surprise!
Yeah, now we're going for days. Yeah, and there's it's like one of those things where like when you're walking and you're really far, you're at the farthest point from where your house is, and you're like,
damn,
and now I got to get back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Surprise.
I even joked with her at one point, well, call Chandler and have him come get us. But I was tired after that. And then after yesterday, man, just walking. But, admittedly, it's not just walking when you're in Grass Valley. It's hilly up there.
Yeah. You're getting,
And
it's a Stairmaster.
Yeah.
In that environment.
Yes.
You're getting elevation gains.
The overall elevation change, which includes down and up over the length of the walk, is like 600 feet.
That's well over what it is on my mileage here. I don't think I get over 40. It's like 37 feet of elevation change.
I think like the actual elevation difference between where I start and where I finish is like 175 feet or something like that. But because it's hilly, they're counting the ups and the downs as you go. And it's like 600 feet. And man, my calves, everything's tightening. I can feel it wrapping around to my shins.
Like a compound workout in your walk.
Yeah,
that's good.
And then all the joints are sore, right, just from pounding the pavement kind of thing.
We're old. Are you wearing good shoes?
I'm wearing these Vans.
That's probably not a good shoe.
These aren't normal Vans, though. These are the good ones that helped my feet when I was at Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
So these are actually pretty decent
I'm going to let that slide.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to look them up. I'm just going to trust you that they're good Vans.
These are not a normal classic van. These are like a newer van that's like $80. They're not cheap. Actually, I didn't pay that much for these.
They're not like the carbon fiber Nikes?
No, they're not like that.
My dad came down and do you know what I'm talking about? The carbon fiber Nikes?
No. Do I need to look this up real quick?
Probably, because it's like a thing in the endurance running community about the carbon fiber Nikes that are propelling the top elite runners.
Oh, I think I've
record
heard about
times.
this. I heard that there's like a...
Yeah, so he had come down and he was talking about...
Are they called the Vaporfly?
Yep, that's them. He was like, hey, do you have any of those Nikes? I'm like, fuck. What?
How much are they? $300?
I don't know off the top of my head, but if you've got them,
they kind of look like Skechers. I mean, the way
it's a
that
very
the sole is
thick sole. Anyway,
okay.
So he was talking to me. He's like, so what's the deal? Why are they complaining about these? I'm like, well, I think the carbon fiber midsole gives like an efficiency return of hashtag.
So what? There's enough spring back that it helps you.
Yes,
Is
it's
that the
increasing the runner's efficiency, like stride efficiency, like by 7 to 10%. I think
that doesn't seem like a lot.
It doesn't seem. It doesn't.
But it's enough over a long run.
Exactly. And if you have that,
they're kind of ugly.
It's a shoe for me. It's like,
I mean, I guess they're technologically advanced, but I'm just looking at them and they look like
the community as a whole is like, well, now you've essentially got like a pay to win thing where it's like, well, if these
isn't that anything though?
It is, and so there's a
politics,
right? There's a lot of well, it's just a shoe. If you can't afford the shoe, that's not our fault, kind of a thing. So now they're talking about like, well, how can you regulate shoes so that everyone is on a level playing field, and like, what does that mean? I'm like, we're having like an elaborate discussion about it. I'm like, well, right, you don't have kids playing Little League baseball have to have a certified bat, so that way they're not all cranking out. Now, some of that's for safety for the kid on the pitcher's mound, but
that's what I was going to compare that to. Was like in college they can use aluminum bats,
right?
And
But they can't use any aluminum bats. There's like a spectrum of like weight and.
Yeah, but the problem with aluminum bats is how much spring they have off of them.
Right.
And that makes them dangerous, and that's why they don't use them in the majors.
Right. So you get
know.
your strength. So, but how is that, you can't use a carbon fiber bat in major leagues either. They're all trying to keep the hitting and slugging and safety precautions relative to the bats.
Yeah.
You can't use any club head in PGA golf either, right? At a certain you can't
I don't know. Is that an actual thing?
Yeah, you can't have there are regulations on your Chandler, if Datas was here, he would know. You can't use any club head size, right? There's a PGA limitation on your club head.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Because otherwise you're going to get out there with these like fucking volleyball on the end of a stick.
That's true.
And you
I
would
can
just
see
start clubbing huge distances. So they have constraints to keep striking distance within relative. Otherwise, all of the courses are going to be
Too short.
Yeah. And now what you're seeing is players are making up for that, not in the equipment, but now you have these like, all-star weightlifting, golfers that are making up for it in their swing. You don't have, oh, Reggie, let's go out and play a round of golf. You're not having like rich tool bags. Now you've got like straight up yoked out.
Yeah.
I manage my protein, and I have a swing coach, and I do strength training in the morning and
specifically for the things that you need for a golf swing.
These like specimen tuned golfers.
Well, you ever watched the long hit ball contest? That's some fascinating shit.
Yeah,
No, it's
and they
it's
have
super interesting,
and they can use. I don't think they're bound by the club head, too.
Oh,
but
I don't
they
know
have
what
like
they're-
crazy.
Oh yeah, when they're knocking the ball 420 yards.
Yeah. Good luck.
What?
Bye.
They're not very accurate most of the time. They have a hard time sometimes hitting the space where your ball can be measured, but
Yeah.
but they are also fucking killing it.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I mean, I
so
don't
we
know.
were
That's-
talking about how, at some point, and here's the thing, essentially what in the running community, the technology in the shoes,
yeah,
specifically the Vaporflies, has outpaced the regulations that the community has on, especially in the competitive community, has set on what you can wear within bounds of competition. So they're, the shoe, it's like, well, how are you going to get anything fancier in a shoe? They're just a shoe. You could get more cushion, but, no one's going to run on fucking Dunlops with a 4-inch sole, right?
or mechanical springs,
Right. So one of the solutions was to, not necessarily because it would be hard to ban them now, but if you were to put a regulation on the depth and size of the sole, that would eliminate the Vaporflies, as far as I know, in their current standing.
They're pretty big.
You could probably still put the carbon fiber plate in there, but your efficiency gain would not be 7 to 10%. It would be 3 to 7, say. And so then it's like, oh, well, now the record's going to be relatively intact and, whatnot.
Yeah.
Now, and along those veins, we were talking about how, you remember what was those? The Seoul Olympics in the mid-2000s, the Summer Olympics. Do you remember the swimsuits?
The swimsuits that they got banned?
That they had the ban because they were so efficient that all of the records were dropping, and so the Olympics basically had to say, and I think it was also the same thing as the shoes.
Weren't
they were
the full body swimsuits
Right.
that were like?
So the guys, you couldn't wear man, we're going to butcher this. I think they banned the full body suits. The guys could wear a trunk, if not a swimming trunk, but they weren't wearing full bodies, and they could, I don't remember the women, or if they just banned them entirely.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
The LZR swimsuit?
Yep.
The LZR Racer. So they have a Wikipedia page about it.
Oh, there you go.
So the Laser Racer is what they call it.
Okay.
It's a competition swimsuit manufactured by Speedo using high-technology swimwear fabric composed of woven elastane nylon and polyurethane. They're made in body length. They compress the body and trap air for buoyancy. That's part of the problem, I would imagine.
Okay.
Is some of the buoyancy. It was patented in Italy. It says the swimsuits have been found to improve performance, and permitting their use in competition swimming has been controversial.
Right.
Am I wheezing?
Is that you?
Is that me? Holy mackerel.
Yeah, it's not me.
That's me wheezing. Okay, so in December 2008 in Croatia, they have 17 world records fell.
Oh, God.
Wow, that's a lot.
But that wasn't the Olympics. That was just like nationals or something?
That was the European Short Course Championships in Croatia.
Okay. Because they were hot going into the Olympics. I remember that. People were just like breaking records all over the place. And, you put Michael Phelps in a suit that's going to give just efficiency in equipment to his body, and shit was just, records were being broke left, right, and sideways.
So then they had a new policy that stated that the men's swimsuit may maximally cover the area from the waist to the knee.
There you go. Yeah. Because guys were adopting a full suit because it made that much of a difference. So like, okay, no. Well, you can wear it, but it can only be the trunk.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of amazing that, just a suit could help propel you more.
Does it say the efficiency gain?
No, it talks more about, let's see, design. Oh, okay, here it goes. The design result, called the Laser Racer, reduced skin friction drag 24% more than the previous Speedo swimsuit.
24%. That's why they're wearing the whole suit.
Yeah.
Can you
athletes
imagine?
wearing the Laser Racer broke 13 swimming world records. That's a lot.
Yeah. And now if you can't wear it, imagine what happens to the records. They're like, you got nothing. I think that's what they're kind of running into with the shoe. They're like, if you start allowing, without any regulations right now, some of these, they've broken the 2-hour barrier in the marathons.
Yeah.
But they're all, as far as I know, they're all wearing the Vaporfly. They're all wearing that shoe.
Yeah.
Now, if you are to say, we have to ban the shoe, now you've got almost got a situation where you've got records that will be unobtainable
by a standard person wearing a regular shoe.
By a regulated shoe, because and it's not steroids, they're not doing anything to their body, it's just a choice of equipment that they have.
Right.
It's very, very interesting to see where they go.
This is interesting about the swimsuits. It says that the swimsuit allows for better oxygen flow to the muscles and hold the body in a more hydrodynamic position.
It's because it's so
while repelling,
tight.
They repel water and increase flexibility. It says it features a vertically stitched seam, and they're ultrasonically welded to reduce drag.
Dude.
Yeah, so there's some like hardcore.
I heard them described in the past. You ever how a shark's skin works?
Oh yeah,
how it's
one way
smooth,
it's smooth,
rough, and what it does is it creates little cavitation spots along the skin. So it creates almost like a bubble around the shark, and that's how they move. So
yeah,
I thought that was how those suits were described to me. Like it almost creates. it simulates like a shark skin with how it creates the cavitation bubbles along the side. In a sense, reducing drag and whatnot.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't know if it says it repels water, so apparently it's hydrophobic to a certain extent.
How crazy.
Huh, that's really interesting. Well, I mean, the shoes are interesting because, I mean, it says right in here it has a built-in secret weapon. Full-length carbon fiber plate underfoot provides a propulsive sensation to help you push the pace.
Yeah.
So it's designed to spring.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the whole
I mean,
point.
it's a tiny foot-based.
It's not just a plate. It's designed to give you
it
the
has like
propulsion.
a.
Yeah, a flex.
I bought these shoes when I was doing basketball. I mean, this is all the same vein. I bought these shoes that were banned in the NBA that had like a same kind of concept. It had like a in the.
Is that the one with the tongue pump?
No.
Sorry,
no.
I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
Fucking tongue pump. I'm gonna tongue pump you, bitch.
No, you can't use those.
It had like a at the ball of your foot. It had like a small plate and then like a torsion bar that went into your under your
Anus?
arch.
Oh,
And
sorry.
it gave you, I can't remember the increase, but it,
So some sort of spring
yeah,
increase.
it was supposed to, like using your,
like those guys need it.
yeah, like those guys need it. But white guys like me, you know,
They give you an extra quarter inch of
I
vertical.
couldn't tell you if I ever felt it, but I wore them just to see, like,
Yeah.
you know, who wouldn't want like an extra X amount of vert
Well,
increase
that's what I'm saying.
just in your shoe?
I got my quarter inch of extra vert.
Yeah, I still can't dunk.
I can
God
almost
damn it.
touch the net.
But I had just saw a thing like, you know, it's like the Google algorithms ran me through like a rabbit hole of like equipment manipulation stuff, and that was in there. I'm like, oh, I had those shoes. I think I still have them somewhere.
That's
I
funny.
use them to mow the lawn in because I don't play basketball.
That's a pretty
I
funny.
can't dunk in them. They're shit for wearing as a street basketball shoe, but
Oh, they're no good for street basketball?
no, the sole, it's meant for like a court. They're not durable. Like I would eat,
Oh, just
eat
tear
the
'em up.
sole in, you know, probably 2 weeks.
So they're like a really good set of cup threes or something.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah, in a shoe. But they were like a legit shoe that was banned because it increased. Like the NBA went, no, can't wear these. That there's like a mechanical benefit built into the shoes. Can't have the players wearing them.
So did they nip it in the bud before some players started wearing it, or is like they were wearing it and they went, no? Do you remember?
I can't remember. Advanced APLs, Advanced Propulsion Laboratory. Boy, if I pulled that one right, APL NBA ban.
Let's see here. Let's look this up.
NBA ban.
APL shoes?
Yes. Is it green? Green logo?
Yeah.
White shoe? Green sole?
Let's look here. Well, there's a black and a white one, but it's basically white shoe with a green, like a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like.
Huh. They're $200.
They were, well, maybe they've, I don't think they were 200 when I bought mine. I hope not. Jesus. But that was probably 5-something years ago.
So is this, do you think, the same shoe?
Flip the thing around.
That's what she said.
Hey, baby. Yes.
Oh. So you can still buy the same shoe?
No, I mean that's not the exact same shoe,
Oh,
but that's
okay.
that's the company and the
So this is probably a
a
generation.
new iteration of
Okay.
what I maybe. Geez, now I should go buy another pair and go see if I can dunk.
So they call it a member of the high jumper concept shoe family. Huh. Interesting. I didn't even know this was a thing. I don't even think I ever heard of this one.
Really?
Yeah. Oh.
Shit, you learn while listening to the Sad Dad and making the Sad Dads Club podcast.
While being on the show, you
Hey.
learn something new every day. This is my learning every day.
Yeah, but you know, as far as equipment goes, we got more mileage when we were playing community basketball. I got more mileage out of. I bought one of those things that you see at the scoring table where the players clean off their shoes.
Oh, yeah.
I bought one of those mats with like the tearaway, the shoe,
step
the
on
sole
it.
cleaners. Dude, I bought probably 3 or over the course of like a 10-game season, 3 or 4 reinserts because the damn courts are so dirty up there
Right.
in Auburn and Grass Valley.
Yeah.
And once the group of guys that we all played in the league with, we're all kind of like courted with each other.
Right.
Once they saw that we were stepping on a fucking soul cleaning mat before we would get onto the court, I just moved it over to the center table because everyone was like, they were either coming over to us. Yeah, can I step on your
Is
thing?
that cool if I?
Yeah, fucking whatever.
It's either that or you're gonna wipe your hands down your shoes and get that shit all over your hands.
Yeah, and the courts were so dirty, but that was an awesome thing.
Yeah, it's funny because when I used to play basketball on my brother's, we played in a league down at Basketball Town down in Rancho Cordova.
Okay.
Basketball Town was partially owned by one of the Kings. Can't remember who.
Like a big gym complex?
Yeah.
Is what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was literally just for basketball.
Okay.
We played leagues down there, and now that I'm thinking back on it, I'm surprised we didn't have any of those. Or that
The
there was.
mats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
kind of surprises
we had
me.
played.
I think Bobby Jackson was part owner there.
We played probably, 2 to 3 years with, 2 seasons, 2 leagues in a year of basketball before I went, why don't we have one of these? And, I think it's $25 for the, the actual mat and maybe $30 for an insert-ish. And like I said,
How many tearaway sheets does it have on there? Like 20 or something?
20 or so.
Yeah.
15, 20. Anyway. But used, I mean, it was, it was more of a peace of mind. Could did anyone's stats necessarily increase? But the shoes were definitely clean.
Well,
and you were cutting.
You weren't getting shit all over your hands because now your hands are dirty. You're going to have grip,
so your
grip
hands
issues.
didn't get dusty, and so the grip on the ball was a little bit better. Did that
Yeah.
fix the dust on the ball?
No.
But
Right.
we were
Give me
feeling
the
good
ball.
at
I'm
the
gonna,
feet. Yeah,
I'm going to roll it around on the feet mat.
yeah. I'll 360 and through the legs and cut
Yeah.
really good, but make it. Who knows?
And
Throw the pass out of bounds. Yeah, that's
think
on
about
me.
that. That's pretty funny.
A simple thing too.
Yeah.
But
Well, and you see them anytime you watch a game
yeah,
on TV. They're always
shoe mat
stepping on.
rosin. I can't remember how. Yeah. Anyway, good stuff.
I always just pictured a big piece of tape, basically.
yeah, and we
You
had
just
that.
step
I
on.
had like a duct tape thing in my basketball bag
Uh-huh.
where we would just and turn it inside out and then.
Oh, okay.
But who wants to be wrapping duct tape every time we were like, okay, I'm going in?
Yeah.
And like, no one wants to, and
Right.
certainly none of us were going to like pre-roll a bunch of fucking rolls to put on our hand.
You could probably do like one of the lint roller things. Just roll it up.
Probably,
roll it
but
up
then
in
I
there.
would probably put it back in the laundry room, and then I would probably get my ass kicked when my wife found out that I was rolling shoes on it.
No, you would buy one specifically for the shoes.
Yeah, that's too much work. I would probably use the
Well,
one
what's
from
the difference between buying one of those versus the mat? It's the same thing.
Oh, well,
It's
going
much-
into the mat, yeah.
Well,
But
I mean-
I wouldn't have. I just would have used this one first and then be like, it didn't work. It did work. I'm just going to put it back now.
Sorry, honey.
Sorry. Don't use that to clean your sweater.
Yeah, I stepped all over it.
It's got ARD gym shiz on it.
Oh, yeah, that was fun actually. I remember it was pretty competitive league down there at Basketball Town,
Yeah.
and
What age were you when you were doing this?
Tony and I were doing King Superfans, so this would have been in the early 2000s, 2002
Yeah.
or 3, somewhere in there.
Why don't we shoot baskets? I didn't know you played basketball.
I used to. I mean, I don't know. I'm not very good at it. I'm not a very good basketball player.
Oh.
But
Well-
I remember falling.
Hashtag me neither.
Yeah, I remember falling at one point. Landed on my elbow and cracked ribs.
Oh.
I started hurting myself. That was the reason why I was like,
Well,
fuck it.
that's, yeah. My knee is
Yeah.
why I don't play anymore.
Yeah, I mean, when you start breaking ribs, and I remember I think I got like a bloody nose at one point. It's like
I started chipping teeth.
Yeah, I mean that
Well,
happens too.
then I started having to wear a mouthpiece. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm a grown ass man, and
I'm wearing
losing my teeth
in basketball.
in basketball.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm supposed to be doing this for fun, and now I've got to make dental payments on getting my teeth capped and shit.
You got to wear the plastic face
Yeah,
mask.
the Bill Lambier.
Yeah.
Like, no. And if you keep going, you're probably gonna break or tear your kneecap tendon. I'm like, so golf's
Golf's a good sport.
a good sport. I could do that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I enjoy playing. Part of it was Tony was a really good player, so he would fill in for us every once in a while. That guy would just come in and light it up.
Yeah.
But and when Tony and I worked together, the company had a basketball hoop that was available to us, and so we would take breaks all the time. We're gonna go take a basketball break, and we would go and play game of horse or something.
Yeah.
And Tony would school me every single time. But there was a trailer parked back there, and we'd be like, okay, and we'd stand up on the trailer, off the trailer, and jump and like take these like crazy, fucking crazy ass shots, right? And that was fun. But we did that all the time. We were always out playing basketball.
Yeah.
At work. So we, in a sense, if you think about it, we were professional basketball players at some point in our lives. But Tony was funny, too, because we did that KingSuperfans.com website for a while. And for fun, he would write up a press release and declare himself eligible for the NBA draft.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and then post it as one of our articles. So we had a lot of fun
Just in
with
case you need me.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
And he the way he writes, it was funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a dry press release. It was hilarious. And he would release it out into the wild like, hey, here's my press release.
I'm good to go.
Yeah, please pick it up and do what you want with it kind of thing. So we had a lot of fun with that. But I suck at basketball. I mean, we actually, now that I think back on, even in high school at our house, we had a pad out back that had a hoop that was built in. So we would play a lot of horse and shit back there.
We had that at the house, too, but it was dirt.
Oh.
So it was problematic.
So you were like Kenyan basketball players.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Pretty much. And, it was like, oh, go for a hole. Fuck. There goes that crossover.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Some sort of rock. King. It's like, fuck, I can't learn.
Well, now you're making me feel bad. We had a full pad with like sunk in metal post with a post that went in for the hoop, and we could it would actually spin on us, but we would have to fix it. And then also there was a post right in the middle so we could play, what's the game with the ball, tetherball.
Oh.
We had a tetherball pole.
Yeah.
But we didn't play tetherball as much, but we also skated back there too. We had like quarter pipe that we would skate
the
on.
dirt still didn't help with that.
No.
For me.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
No.
No. And ours was very janky, like plywood and a hoop. And it was like, oh, here you go. It was no adjustability. It was like a 4x6 treated.
Was it 10 foot or was it like 8.5? Maybe.
Ish. I mean, the more we played out there and compacted the dirt, I'm sure probably by the time we were done,
jeez, man.
It was probably 11 feet or some shit.
Oh, my God.
And you couldn't we didn't have a free throw because it was on a slope.
So if the ball went sideways, it was going down the hill?
It was fucking, you were chasing the
bad
ball.
Pass?
Yeah, bad pass, and you're chasing it down the fucking driveway 60 feet. It was terrible.
Oh,
it was
man.
like, and if you wanted to find a way, it was good for horse. That was it.
Yeah.
Because the 3-point, you were shooting at a 16-foot rim.
Oh, my God.
And you're also down anyway.
So the 3-point, where the 3-point
There was no
line,
3 points.
It was like sloped that way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was, you're looking up at the bottom of the net kind of shit.
Oh, my gosh.
It was,
Well, you would have loved ours then. I
it
think.
was good for like the first 2 positions of the key.
Yeah.
And that was it. Everything else was like horse material. It was like, okay, this one's off the sprinkler.
Yeah.
On the lower part of the lawn-ish, between, off of the water heater. Ready? Fuck. Well, go get the ball.
Oh, the ball's rolling down the
Yeah.
driveway.
Yeah, and the dog's chasing it, so now the ball's got like dog scratch marks and shit on
Oh
it.
my God. No, we didn't have that.
Yeah,
We had
and
an
we're just
actual-
kind of yelling at each other and like tribal things.
The only thing we didn't have is we never had any painted out lines or anything. We just kind of used the middle, the hole in the middle for the.
Oh yeah.
We used that for like I think the half or for the free throw
Oh okay.
kind of thing, but it was all cemented and the ball really couldn't go anywhere because there was a hill behind it, so it would, if it went past, it would come back,
Oh
which was nice.
yeah, we had that part that worked out.
Yeah.
But if you didn't catch it in time, it went down the driveway.
But there was a big tall deck on the side where you could shoot. We would do shots off of that and stuff. It was fun.
The kid, my good friend in the valley that lived in Joe's house,
Okay, yeah.
he had a pad
Okay.
with an adjustable hoop.
Oh,
so
okay.
if I really wanted to
Shoot, play for real.
and then subsequently get my ass handed to me because he had one and I was shooting on dirt on an 11-foot rim
right.
off rocks.
In theory, that should make you better.
You would think. Hashtag it didn't. But he had a concrete pad. He also had like a tennis backboard that he could practice. Anyway, he
Yeah.
had all the cool shit.
We had a neighbor that lived down the street, and behind their house, they had a full tennis court.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So we would go over there and play tennis. That was
Wow,
fun.
you're like one of those 1%ers.
No. They were that. So that family, I think the wife. Oh, this is interesting factoid.
Okay, go.
The wife had a couple Miracle Auto Bodies.
Okay.
Paint places.
Yeah.
So she owned those, and then her husband was so back in the, I want to say in the 80s, late 80s, Dorothea Fuentes.
Okay.
She
Name's
was the
familiar.
lady that killed the people for their checks
Yes.
in Sacramento.
Yes.
And so if you ever saw footage of her being brought back to California in the plane,
Mm-hmm.
he was the one that was on the plane with her.
Oh.
His name was John, and their last name is. But he had a nickname at the department.
Was it a prison?
No, he worked for Sacramento City, or was it Sacramento County, something like that. But he was like, he was the guy that arrested her and brought her back
No.
to face charges for murder.
Like a marshal?
No, he worked for either the city or the county. I want to say it was the city because that was in the city limits.
Okay.
And his name that he told us that we laughed about was Dogman.
Oh.
That was his like nickname. We're all whatever Dogman, and we're like chuckling. I mean, we're kids, right? So we're like Dogman. Anyway, so that family, their house wasn't that big or anything, but they had a tennis court and a pool in the backyard.
Did you play tennis?
Yeah.
Are you a good tennis player?
No. And Tony, I used to play tennis with Tony. We would actually go after work and play tennis somewhere.
I have remedial tennis skills, but that's only because I had exceptional racquetball skills.
We played racquetball too.
Yeah. We're at time, by the way.
I was just going to talk about racquetball.
Yeah, we crushed it. I love racquetball. If there was a sport that I could play and build something for, if I won the lottery, I would build a racquetball court. Basketball court second.
You could put the basketball court in the racquetball court.
Ooh, the proportions are off.
Well, I mean, you could still shoot hoops in there.
Yes, you could, but you would really want like a 3-point.
Maybe I just figured you were a squash kind of guy.
Squash
or
is
maybe
the
handball.
No. Man.
You know what I want to get back to playing?
What?
Kickball.
I like kickball.
I crushed it in kickball.
Really?
Yes.
Dodgeball?
No, not dodgeball. Kickball.
You don't
Baby
have, like, a run?
bouncies.
Ding, ding, ding.
Here it comes. It's going, guys. I crushed it
Is
in
there
kickball.
like an adult kickball league?
There is.
Really?
WACA.
Why aren't we in it?
WACA, WAKA, World Adult Kickball.
They have
Association.
stuff here, and
Yes, in Sacramento.
dude,
I know,
why
dude.
are we not in it?
I've been wanting to do this for years. I just couldn't find anybody
We can't
to play.
use Mike though, because his leg would probably fall apart.
Oh, well, that would be too bad for him. He would have to be there.
Yeah, he
Whack
could
it.
roll it. He could roll the ball.
It
Hashtag
used to
hi,
be
Mike.
a
We still
thing.
love you.
It used to be a thing. Let me look it up. Kickball. Club Wacka.
Well, that doesn't sound perverse in any way.
WAKA is World Adult Kickball
You
Association.
just show up with a bunch of bottles of lanolin, and you're like, yeah, we're ready to whack it.
Where would you like to play? Is Sacramento still on here? Oh, it's not on here anymore.
Oh,
They used to
destroyed.
have one here.
Can I get an F in chats for my datas?
I don't see it here now. They have San Francisco.
We ain't going to the Bay to play fucking kickball.
I know that they used to have it here because I looked. Oh, they have it in Walnut Creek.
Oh, that's still too far.
Yeah. Damn it. What happened to the Sacramento one? Does not enough people play?
Probably.
That's disappointing. All right, well.
We'll end it
Let's
on that.
end it on
yeah,
that sad
disappointing
note.
note. We have no kickball league.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening,
We will catch you next week.
even though I'm super sad right now.
Yeah, we'll get over it. We'll have another rock star or something.
There you go. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate it. And if we're lucky, we'll see you next week.
Yeah. No
Or if you're
coronavirus.
lucky. Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm
stay-
wearing my face mask right now. That's why it sounds so funny.
They don't work.
Oh, damn.
Anyway,
Wash
catch you next
Wash
week.
your hands.
Wash your hands.
Good night.
Bye.